Audio Jungle.
The two of them were so busy that they had to face each other. Come on. Hawkins, who had transformed into a giant scarecrow, immediately rushed towards Reiju. He swung his steel claws in his hand and grabbed Reiju's body. Reiju's feet clicked instantly, and her tactical boots instantly burst out with a thrust, driving Reiju to dodge Hawkins' claws instantly. What? Hawkins looked at Reiju, who dodged in surprise, and quickly stepped aside, not wanting to give Reiju a chance to attack. But he was still a step slower. Pink poison kick. Instantly, a combat boot wrapped in purple poison mist kicked Hawkins' abdomen fiercely, kicking Hawkins out and hitting the wall on the side. At this moment, on the other side of the island, on the street, a pirate was running quickly towards the tavern where Muyun was at the moment. Suddenly, a powerful force came from his abdomen, and he was instantly blown away by this force. What's going on? At this moment, his companions immediately took out their weapons and became alert. Beware of the surroundings and look for the enemy. But they looked around and didn't see the enemy. Hey, how are you? The pirate companion hurriedly walked to the man who was attacked and asked. At this moment, the man's face was purple, his eyes were white, and he fell to the ground with foam at the mouth. Obviously, he had no consciousness to answer questions. Come and see. He seems to be poisoned. What? How could he be poisoned? Doctor, come and see. The companions around him were in chaos in an instant, and they still didn't understand who attacked them. On the other side, in front of the bookstore, Reiju watched Hawkins slowly climb down the wall. At this moment, Hawkins' face did not look injured at all. A small scarecrow fell out of his scarecrow's body and landed on the ground. He patted the dust off his body calmly and said in a serious tone, "How terrifying. If it weren't for my ability, I would lose my ability to fight. It's worthy of a battle with a 0% winning rate." Reiju looked at Hawkins with a complicated expression, thinking in her heart he was hit, but he was still able to stand up. It seems that his ability is to transfer the damage. Just a kind reminder, Hawkins. Reiju was surrounded by poisonous mist. My attack just now was deadly. If you don't treat it quickly, the consequences will be very serious. She suspected that Hawkins transferred the damage to his men. Kindly remind Hawkins to admit defeat quickly. Then she will help Hawkins treat the wounded. After all, they were just sparring, not a life and death battle. Hearing Reiju's advice, Hawkins said calmly, "Don't worry, the target I just transferred to is a guy who wants to take your captain's head." Really? After hearing his words, Reiju's eyes flashed with a glimmer. So, as long as you attack you, the damage will be transferred to the enemy. Your understanding is correct. Hawkins looked at Reiju and his heart skipped a beat. Reiju's expression suddenly became serious, and she said to Hawkins coldly, "It seems that I can't hold back next time." As soon as the voice fell, Reiju's figure disappeared in front of Hawkins. What? Disappeared? Hawkins panicked and looked around for Reiju's figure. Venomous kick. Suddenly, Reiju's cold voice came from behind Hawkins. Hawkins turned his head quickly, but it was too late. In an instant, a strong impact came from behind, kicking him into the air. Hawkins was just about to adjust his body shape and land on the ground when Reiju suddenly flew behind him. Venomous kick. Reiju kicked Hawkins continuously with a cold face, and countless purple afterimages kicked his abdomen in an instant. In an instant, several pirates on the island were attacked and fell to the ground with screams. The people around were confused. Hawkins in the air was under Reiju's stormy attack and looked embarrassed. Although all the damage from Reiju was transferred away by him, his target stock was already running low. In the air, small scarecrows kept emerging from Hawkins' body. Stop! Hawkins felt that the target stored in his body was about to run out, and immediately waved. He attacked Reiju with his claws. Facing his sharp claws, Reiju kicked him. The two of them instantly distanced themselves with the collision of the attacks. Hawkins panted, feeling the little energy left in his body with an ugly face, and waved his hand at Reiju. I give up this battle. He begged for mercy from Reiju, fearing that Reiju would continue to attack him. After all, his stand reserves have reached the bottom now, and there will be no stand to block the damage for him after a few more attacks. In that case, he must rely on himself to bear the damage. Judging from the power of Reiju's attack just now, as long as she hits him, he will definitely be finished. Seeing Hawkins waved his hand to stop, Reiju did not make things difficult for him. She also realized that Hawkins' ability was limited. It should be her attack just now that made his ability almost exhausted. Since you have given up, I have no reason to attack you. As she said that, Reiju transformed back and put the pink transformation jar behind her waist. She took the medical book that had been placed aside and walked past Hawkins. You have good abilities. I hope you can become stronger next time we meet. After that, she walked towards the port. Hawkins lifted the demon-slaying appearance and sat on the ground weakly. Many people wearing black robes and carrying crosses walked out of the surroundings and surrounded Hawkins. Captain, how are you? What should we do next, Captain? They looked at Hawkins worriedly and asked Hawkins what to do next. Hawkins pulled out a tarot card from his waist, looked at the pattern on it, and said to the people around him, "Hurry back to the ship, we have to leave here quickly." Yes, Captain. After receiving Hawkins' instructions, everyone quickly helped Hawkins up and rushed to the port. Hawkins looked back at the center of the island with an unpleasant expression, thinking to himself, if we don't leave quickly, the success rate of escape is only 20%. He ran towards the port while divination again. The success rate of the Black Dragon pirates' escape should be 100%. After all, there is no one on the island to stop them now. While thinking in his heart, he looked at the tarot cards in his hand. Hawkins felt that with the current combat power of the Black Dragon pirates, how could those small pirates and bounty hunters catch them? The success rate of escape, 50%? How is it possible? Is there anything I didn't expect? The old man was sitting on the ground, and the old man was sitting on the ground. At the port at this moment, Roger looked at the direction of the sea not far away with a solemn expression. In the direction he looked, a pirate ship with a very cartoon skull flag was slowly approaching here. Roger looked gloomy and whispered, "The flag of the BIGMOM pirates. How could they come here? Is there something here that attracts them? No, we need to notify the captain to leave here quickly. No matter what their goal is, now is not the time to conflict with them." At this time, Wit walked onto the ship with a bunch of ingredients. He put down the ingredients and saw Roger staring at one place with a gloomy face, and followed his gaze. When he saw the pirate flag, he also frowned. BIGMOM pirates? How did they come to the North Sea? Seeing that Wit had returned, but did not see Muyun and others, Roger asked, "Wit, where are the captain and others?" After arriving in the town, Reiju and I separated from the captain and others. Now the captain and Maris should be shopping in the bar in the town. Wit quickly told Roger about the previous separation of everyone. Damn. At this moment, hearing Wit's words, Roger clenched his fists anxiously. Wit, hurry up and inform the captain and others to return to the ship. I'll go wake up Amy. We need to set off quickly. Roger quickly ran to Amy's bedroom and told Wit to go back to the town and call Muyun and others back. Well, I know. Wit also knew that the situation was very urgent, so he jumped off the boat and ran towards the town. On the sea at this time, on the pirate ship with the flag of the BIGMOM pirates. I heard that the person my mother wants to find is in this town right now. Pekoms, is the information you got accurate? At this moment, a strange man wearing a pink suit and eggshell-shaped pants stood on the deck of the pirate ship. His slender legs supported his body like a compass. The man asked the lion fur tribe, who was wearing the same pink suit next to him with a cup of hot tea in his hand. That's right, Baron Dandan. According to the information I got, the Black Dragon guy is now in this town to purchase for entering the paradise. The fur tribe named Pekoms assured Baron Dandan. That's good. Give the order and drive the ship over quickly, Bon. Baron Dandan drank hot tea happily. He couldn't wait to bring back the black dragon that his mother wanted. I believe no one will disobey his mother's kindness. Suddenly, a strong sense of oppression broke out from the center of the town where they were about to land. Instantly, the whole town was surrounded by this strong sense of oppression. The sudden situation made Baron Dandan's hand holding the teacup tremble constantly, and the tea splashed on his pink suit. What? Domineering color domineering. Baron Dandan looked at the center of the town in surprise, and didn't have time to care about the stains on his suit at the moment. He didn't expect that someone in this broken place in the North Sea would burst out with domineering color domineering. The feeling just now was domineering color domineering, Bon. Hurry up and drive the boat over. Baron Dandan immediately shouted to his men around him. At this moment, Baron Dandan had a bad premonition in his heart. He suddenly felt that this trip would not be as smooth as he thought. Baron Dandan looked at the place where the domineering color domineering had just broken out with a gloomy expression, and thought to himself, I hope I think too much. At this moment, at the door of the bar in the center of the town, the pirates and bounty hunters who were just excited all rolled their eyes and stopped their steps. Bang! As the first person fell, the people around him fainted one after another. Mu Yun exhaled and looked at the people around him who were stunned by the domineering aura. It should be said that the perverted ability of the domineering aura is really useful. He turned his head to look at the bar. At this moment, the bar owner looked at the pirates and bounty hunters who fell on the ground with horror. The bar owner never thought that those people who were very fierce to him would be solved so easily. Mu Yun slowly walked towards the bar owner, who was so scared that he quickly hid back in the bar. Seeing the owner return to the bar, Mu Yun had no choice but to take Maris into the bar. When he walked into the bar again, the bar owner looked at Mu Yun in horror, and his whole body trembled. Boss, are you ready for the wine I need? Mu Yun didn't care about the bar owner's horrified eyes, as if he was looking at a monster. He smiled and asked. When the bar owner heard him ask this, he trembled and pointed to the back of the bar, and said in a trembling voice, as for the wine, it's all there. You can have as much as you want, please, don't hurt me. After that, the bar owner knelt on the ground with a plop, and kowtowed to Mu Yun, hoping that Mu Yun would not hurt him. Mu Yun squatted down helplessly and helped the bar owner who was kowtowing. Boss, don't worry, we are not bad people, and we won't do anything to hurt you. We just want to buy some drinks from you, and we promise not to hurt you. Hearing Mu Yun's guarantee, the bar owner was slightly relieved, but he still didn't dare to look Mu Yun in the eye. When Mu Yun released his domineering aura just now, although he did not attack him, the aura emanating from Mu Yun still made him feel a sense of fear in his heart. That feeling of fear was like engraved in his bones. No matter how friendly Mu Yun was, he was still a little scared. Soon, Maris brought back a few barrels of fine wine from the back storehouse. Mu Yun pointed at the wine Maris brought and asked the boss with a smile, Boss, how much do these fine wines cost? No money. No money. If you want it, I'll give it to you for free. The boss waved his hands repeatedly, indicating that these fine wines could be given to Mu Yun for free. Seeing that the boss was so scared, Mu Yun was also very helpless. He had to take out a handful of bay leaf from his pocket and force it into the bar owner's hand. I'll give you this money, and it'll be used as my wine money. If this is not enough, you can also see if there are any pirates around who have bounties on them. You can send them to the Navy, and the bounties you get back will be used as wine money. After saying that, Mu Yun patted Marius, move the things. They picked up the wine on the ground and walked out of the bar. They ignored the enemies lying on the ground and walked towards the port. Marius, do you think I'm scary? Boss, I don't think you're scary. Yeah, I also think I'm very kind, and I don't know what that boss is afraid of. The two of them were so busy that they had to face each other, just when Mu Yun and Maris were chatting. Not far away, Wit saw Mu Yun and the others and ran towards them. Wit, why are you here? Seeing Wit running over with a serious expression, Mu Yun hurriedly stepped forward to ask. Wit said solemnly, "Captain, we need to leave here quickly. I just saw a pirate ship flying the flag of the BIGMOM pirates heading here." The BIGMOM pirates are a pirate group led by BIGMOM, one of the 4 emperors of the New World. They mainly operate in the New World. They came here this time. There must be some unknown purpose, otherwise they would not leave their territory easily. "Captain, let's leave here quickly. It's better not to conflict with them." Wit was worried that Mu Yun didn't understand the urgency of the situation and hurriedly explained to Mu Yun that the BIGMOM pirates were powerful. After all, with their current strength, it's not the time to conflict with the BIGMOM pirates. It's better for them to leave here quickly while the BIGMOM pirates don't pay attention to them. Mu Yun's expression became solemn when he heard Wit's words. Of course, he knew the horror of the BIGMOM pirates. Although he ate the same devil fruit as Kaido, he is not Kaido yet. Now he still needs time to develop. "Wit, have you seen Reiju?" Mu Yun asked hurriedly. "Captain, I met Reiju on the way here and told her the situation. Now she should return to the ship and prepare to go out to sea with Amy and the others." Wit quickly told Mu Yun about what he had just encountered Reiju. "Okay, then let's go back quickly." Mu Yun carried the wine barrel and ran towards the port with Wit and Maris. At this moment, Amy stood in front of the rudder at the port. Roger raised the anchor with great effort, and Reiju also adjusted the direction of the sail. They were ready to go out to sea at any time, and now they were just waiting for Wit to bring Mu Yun and the others back. "Look, the captain and the others are back." Soon, Amy found Mu Yun and others running towards the port. "Get ready to go, the BIGMOM pirates are coming." Roger anxiously watched the BIGMOM pirate ship approaching on the sea. "Amy, start the boat." At the port, Mu Yun carried a barrel of wine and shouted to Amy, who was at the helm. Amy heard Mu Yun shout, but at this moment, Mu Yun and his crew were still some distance away from boarding the ship. She could only choose to trust Mu Yun's decision, grit her teeth, and turn the rudder, slowly sailing the ship away from the port. Flame cloud. Gale. Instantly, a cloud like flames rose from under the feet of Mu Yun and his crew, lifting them into the air. A gust of wind blew past them from behind, and the strong wind instantly carried Mu Yun and his crew towards the already moving pirate ship. Soon, they were blown above the ship, and Mu Yun waved his hand to remove his ability. They landed steadily on the pirate ship from the air. "Roger, what's going on now?" Mu Yun put down the barrel he was carrying and asked Roger. Roger pointed forward with a serious expression. At this moment, the ship of Mu Yun and others just passed by the pirate ship flying the BIGMOM pirate flag. Mu Yun and others standing on the deck and Baron Dandan, who came here to take Mu Yun away, looked at each other. What a strange people. Are they from BIGMOM? Why do they look familiar? Looking at Baron Dandan standing on the opposite deck, Mu Yun muttered softly. The members of BIGMOM in front of him made him feel familiar. It should be that this guy has appeared in the comics, so he feels very familiar. On the other side, Baron Dandan looked at Mu Yun standing on the deck and hurriedly asked Pekoms beside him, the guy standing opposite, "Why do I look familiar?" Pekoms narrowed his eyes and looked at Mu Yun carefully. Suddenly, they thought that this was the goal of their trip. "Baron, the guy on the opposite side is the black dragon Mu Yun that Mom is looking for." "Oh woo. What? That guy is the target this time." Seeing the pirate ship of Mu Yun and others leaving quickly, Dandan Baron immediately shouted anxiously to his men around him, "Hurry up and chase him," gradually leaving the town. Mu Yun and others breathed a sigh of relief. "Fortunately, we left quickly, otherwise we really don't know what to do if we encounter those troublesome guys." Amy breathed a sigh of relief and said to Roger happily, "After all, they are the subordinates of the 4 emperors BIGMOM, and it is not wise to be enemies with them now." Roger looked at the back of the ship with a serious expression. "Don't relax. They are chasing us." "What? Why are they following us? Isn't their target in the town?" Amy looked at the BIGMOM pirate ship that was following quickly from behind in panic. Mu Yun's expression at this moment also became solemn. It seems that their target was not something on the island from the beginning. It seems that their real target has been us from the beginning. Hearing Mu Yun's words, everyone's heart sank, and they prepared for battle with a solemn expression. Since BIGMOM's target is them, they can't sit here and wait for death. Soon, the pirate ship where Dandan, Baron, and others were sitting caught up with Mu Yun and others. Baron Dandan took Pekoms and jumped onto Mu Yun's pirate ship. Looking at Mu Yun and others who surrounded them, Baron Dandan saluted Mu Yun, who was standing in front of him. "Hello, hello, leaders of the Black Dragon Pirates. My name is Baron Dandan Swar. This is my partner Pekoms from the Fur Tribe. It's a pleasure to meet you all." Pekoms next to Baron Dandan stood up at this moment and nodded to Mu Yun and others. "Hello, I am Pekoms. Please give me your advice." "Awoo." Even though Baron Dandan greeted them very politely, Mu Yun and others did not relax their vigilance. "We are little pirates who have just set sail. I don't know what you want to do with us." Roger stood in front of Mu Yun with a knife and confronted Baron Dandan. He couldn't understand why BIGMOM would be interested in pirates who had just debuted like them. Baron Dandan looked at Roger standing in front of him and didn't care. He smiled and said, "I came here to bring you good news." "Good news?" Mu Yun and others were very confused. What good news would require them to travel thousands of miles from the New World to the North Sea? "That's right." Baron Dandan pointed at Mu Yun in the crowd and said loudly, "Our boss, the Four Emperors BIGMOM, specifically asked you to join our BIGMOM pirates. Mom is going to marry her daughter to you. Be lucky. Such a good thing is not something that anyone can get if they want it." The two of them were very happy. "What? BIGMOM wants to take the captain back to marry his daughter?" Amy and the others all stared at Mu Yun in disbelief. They never thought that BIGMOM would come all the way to the North Sea just to let Mu Yun marry her daughter. Reiju's face suddenly became cold, and Wit, who was standing beside her, clearly felt the chill emanating from her. Wit quietly moved aside, looked at Mu Yun, and said in his heart, "Captain, you take care of yourself." The focus of the crowd suddenly shifted to Mu Yun, and they were all waiting for Mu Yun to express his opinion. Mu Yun pondered for a while, then stepped forward and said, "You mean, BIGMOM asked you to send someone to find me in the New World so that I can go back and marry her daughter, right?" "That's right. This is good news, isn't it?" Baron Dandan looked at Mu Yun with a smile. He felt that no one would refuse such a great thing. After all, being able to marry your mother's daughter is equivalent to joining their BIGMOM pirates. You know, many pirates in the New World can't join even if they want to. Now that this God-given opportunity is in front of him, I believe that Black Dragon will not be at a loss as to what to choose. Come on, tell me your answer." Baron Dandan opened his hands excitedly, ready to listen carefully to Mu Yun's affirmative answer. Amy and the others also looked at Mu Yun nervously. After all, Mu Yun's next answer will determine the fate of the newly formed Black Dragon Pirates. Roger frowned at Mu Yun, thinking to himself, "Captain, I hope you can make the right choice." Mu Yun took a deep breath, looked at Baron Dandan seriously, and said, "I refuse." "Great, then let's go back quickly." What did you say?" Baron Dandan looked at Mu Yun in disbelief. He wondered if he had heard it wrong. Black Dragon should have said "I am willing," right? "I said I refuse." This time, fearing that he could not hear clearly, Mu Yun said the words of refusal word by word. "Captain." Amy looked at the captain excitedly. "So handsome, Captain. He actually refused the invitation of the BIGMOM pirates." Roger also smiled. Sure enough, he did not make a mistake. The coldness on Reiju's face also disappeared without a trace, and she smiled and looked at Mu Yun's back. "Impossible. How could anyone refuse such a good invitation?" "Awoo." Pekoms was very surprised. He didn't expect that someone would refuse them. "That's right, Black Dragon boy," Baron Dandan said hurriedly. "Think about it again. This is a great thing. As long as you marry my daughter, You will get the protection of our BIGMOM pirates. You should know that such a good thing is not always available. This also shows that my mother values you very much. Think about it again. Don't refuse so easily." Muyun looked at the anxious look of Baron Dandan and Pekoms and said slowly, "Don't worry, I have decided. I refuse to marry BIGMOM's daughter. This is my choice. No one can force me to marry a strange woman." "That's right," Amy shouted. "Our captain will not marry BIGMOM's daughter." "How could this happen?" Dandan Baron's expression suddenly darkened, and he frowned and glared at Muyun. "Do you know that rejecting your mother is equivalent to declaring war on our BIGMOM pirates?" Muyun glared back and said firmly, "Tell BIGMOM that even she can't easily decide my fate. Only I can decide what I want to do. If she wants to start a war, then start a war. We are not afraid of her." After hearing this, Dandan Baron was furious. "It seems that you won't go with us obediently. Then we have no choice but to offend you. No one can refuse their BIGMOM. Since this kid doesn't go with them after saying all the good things, they can only knock him down and forcibly take him back to his mother." In an instant, he suddenly raised his long legs and kicked Muyun hard. Bang! With a crisp sound, Roger held the knife in both hands to block the attack of Baron Dandan. "If you want to take our captain away, ask the knife in my hand first if it agrees." Roger swung the knife and knocked Baron Dandan away. "Get out." "Damn it, looks like we have no choice but to fight." "Awoo!" Pekoms, who was standing by, saw this and clenched his fists to attack Muyun. Suddenly, Reiju's figure instantly disappeared from Wit's side and flashed in front of Muyun. Reiju instantly raised her legs to take on Pekoms' attack. "What?" Pekoms looked at the woman standing in front of him in surprise. Although he did not use his full strength, the power of his punch just now was not something that a mere North Sea soldier could block. He then used his armed color domineering and instantly threw several punches at Reiju. The powerful and heavy fist shadows continued to attack Reiju. Reiju's face was cold, and she raised her legs to fight back continuously, blocking Pekoms' domineering fists. Seeing that all his attacks were blocked, Pekoms instantly retreated to the side of Baron Dandan. Baron Dandan felt the force of Roger's sword swing just now, frowned and asked, "How can a swordsman like you stay in a place like the North Sea in obscurity?" He could feel that Roger's counterattack just now was not done with all his strength. "Baron, what should we do?" Pekoms approached Baron Dandan and asked. "Nonsense. Since they are unwilling to cooperate with us, we don't have to hold back, and quickly solve them and bring them back to report to my mother." Baron Dandan shouted to Pekoms. He just wanted to solve the problem quickly and bring this group of people back. Suddenly, the two of them trembled in their hearts and quickly separated and dodged to the side. Bang! A flying slash instantly brushed past the two of them. The powerful slash brushed the side of the ship and flew out instantly, leaving a deep slash mark where the slash passed. Seeing Baron Dandan and the other two dodge the flying slash, Roger frowned. "Didn't hit them? What a pity. Asshole. You launched a sneak attack without making any noise." Pekoms shouted angrily. When he stood firm, he looked at the cut marks left by the flying slash and felt scared. Fortunately, they avoided the flying slash with their observation haki, otherwise the consequences would be disastrous. "Pekoms, it seems that we underestimated these guys." Baron Dandan drew out the rapier hidden in his cane with a gloomy expression. Instantly, Baron Dandan rushed towards Roger with his sword. Roger quickly swung his sword and collided with his long sword. Baron Dandan sneered at Roger in front of him. Instantly, Baron Dandan's lower body suddenly spun. His pair of slender legs spun like a saw blade and attacked Roger when he was not paying attention. Fried egg roundhouse kick. The sudden attack caught Roger off guard. Bang! Roger was instantly kicked out by Baron Dandan and hit hard on the deck. Damn it! Roger gritted his teeth at the place where his chest had just been attacked. He was too careless this time. He only paid attention to the sword in the enemy's hand and didn't notice his legs. "Roger, are you okay?" Amy hurriedly came to Roger and asked anxiously. Baron Dandan did not give up this opportunity. He spun his legs and quickly attacked Roger and Amy. "Be careful." Amy, Wit saw Baron Dandan attacking Amy and others who were not prepared and hurriedly warned them. He picked up a kitchen knife and threw it at Roger. Unfortunately, the kitchen knife thrown by Wit was easily knocked away by Baron Dandan. "Go to hell!" Baron Dandan shouted with a grin. Bang! A dark figure instantly blocked in front of Roger and the others, blocking Baron Dandan's attack. Instantly, a large number of sparks began to fly everywhere from the contact point. "What?" Baron Dandan looked at the dark figure that blocked the attack in surprise. His attack just now was like hitting extremely hard steel. He wanted to attack but couldn't move forward at all. He frowned and stared at the dark figure standing in front of him. "You bastard! What do you want to do to my crew?" Mu Yun was covered with dark dragon scales, and his eyes glared at Baron Dandan. Instantly, a terrifying pressure came from Mu Yun and spread to all directions. The powerful pressure instantly suppressed Baron Dandan's men who wanted to climb onto their ship. They all rolled their eyes and fainted. Some unlucky people lost their balance and fell into the sea, their lives unknown. Domineering aura. I didn't expect that it was you who released the aura in the town just now. Baron Dandan was shocked when he saw Mu Yun, who was wearing black scale armor and releasing his aura in front of him. "You are worthy of being a talent that my mother has chosen. I will give you another chance to lay down your weapons and surrender, and I will pretend that all the unpleasantness before never happened." He is worthy of being a person who has experienced big scenes. Mu Yun's domineering aura did not make him lose his will to fight. "Answer again, it's the same." "I refuse." Mu Yun glared at Baron Dandan, and a ball of fire rose behind him instantly. The arms covered with dragon scales were instantly surrounded by flames, and Mu Yun attacked Baron Dandan. Flame Dragon Claw, Fried Egg Roundhouse Kick, bang! Instantly, the powerful attacks of both sides collided with each other, and the powerful impact instantly spread to the surroundings. "What a pity! A man like you actually chose to be our enemy." Baron Dandan looked at Mu Yun, who was in a stalemate with him, and said regretfully, "Be smarter in your next life." As he said that, he instantly swung his sword towards Mu Yun's neck. The sword was wrapped with dark armament Haki at the moment of swinging. "Damn it!" Mu Yun gritted his teeth and insisted on resisting Baron Dandan's saw-like legs. There was no way to defend against his sword. He could only subconsciously let the scales on his neck tighten, and a black light flashed on the scales. Mu Yun used the armament Haki that he had just learned not long ago to wrap around the scales on his neck. He could only rely on his strong defense to block Baron Dandan's sword. Bang! Roger came to Mu Yun in an instant, gritted his teeth, and held the knife with both hands to block Baron Dandan's attack for Mu Yun. "Don't try to hurt our captain while I'm here." "Roger, are you okay?" Mu Yun asked worriedly. Roger forced a smile. "Don't worry, Captain, I'm fine." Seeing that his attack didn't work, Baron Dandan immediately dodged and distanced himself from Mu Yun and the others. "Don't try to escape." Bang! A gunshot rang out, and Amy attacked Baron Dandan's retreating figure with a pistol in her hand. Baron Dandan quickly dodged the bullet attack at the moment the gunshot rang out. Seeing that one shot missed, Amy immediately continued to shoot, but simple bullets did not work on Baron Dandan. He waved the sword in his hand continuously, cutting off all the bullets shot at him. "Damn it, it's useless." Amy changed bullets unwillingly. "Amy, please continue to cover us." Mu Yun's hands were wrapped in fire. Flame attacked Baron Dandan. Instantly, Roger understood what Mu Yun meant. He quickly used the armament Haki to wrap the long sword in his hand, and quickly followed Mu Yun to rush up. Baron Dandan was not a pushover either. He quickly used the armament Haki to wrap the sword body and rushed towards Muyun and the others. Soon, the three of them were entangled together. The flash of swords and shadows kept flashing on the deck of this dilapidated pirate ship. On the other side, Pekoms also fought with Reiju. Originally, Pekoms thought that he would soon get rid of the girl in front of him. Unexpectedly, this girl was so strong that he couldn't get rid of her for a while. He turned his head to look in the direction of Baron Dandan. Baron Dandan should be able to easily get rid of those guys, but when he looked over, he was surprised to find that Baron Dandan was struggling to deal with the attack of two people at this moment. Baron Dandan. Pekoms anxiously looked at Baron Dandan, who was in a difficult battle. Suddenly, Reiju came to Pekoms. "Fighting with me, you are still distracted." "What?" Bang! Taking advantage of the moment when Pekoms lost his concentration, Reiju kicked him away. Cough. Pekoms coughed up blood and flew towards Baron Dandan. Baron Dandan was sweating on his forehead at this moment, and he was struggling to deal with the attacks launched by Muyun and Roger. From time to time, he had to dodge the bullets fired by Amy. He no longer had the energy to care about Pekoms, who was kicked behind him. Muyun and Roger looked at Pekoms flying behind Baron Dandan and quickly pulled back. What? Baron Dandan was a little confused when he saw the two retreating. He didn't understand why the two guys didn't continue to attack. Suddenly, a shot came from behind him, and Pekoms hit Baron Dandan's back. The two of them collided and rolled to the side of the boat. "Take advantage of now!" Muyun shouted at Roger. Roger immediately understood Muyun's intention and subconsciously tightened his knife. Bad wind. Flying slash. In an instant, Muyun and Roger's attacks were launched together, attacking Baron Dandan and Pekoms. Baron Dandan thought it was not good. He immediately picked up Pekoms and held the sword in front of him. Boom! The powerful attack instantly blasted Baron Dandan and the other two away. Fortunately, Baron Dandan finally blocked the attack with his sword, and the two of them were just blown away by the powerful impact of the attack. Baron Dandan landed on their boat with Pekoms, and he stared at Muyun on the other boat with a gloomy expression. "Boy, do you think you can defeat me like this? Don't dream on."